Hello, everybody. So the last few days has made me think that she's up to something, like some type of energy working, and she is. Let's be honest, she is. I want to know exactly. I want to see what more kind of path she is on. I know it's not a good one. Read the occult. I know she has some knowledge of the occult. Trust me, I know. I know. She mightn't be very good at it, but she thinks she is. She thinks she's vision boarded and manifested her way into this level of celebrity. So what she was doing in Paris is a little bit sick. Yeah, a lot sick. So my thoughts on that have been done on another reading, which I'll put in the description or something. However, Megsy is, I would say, into some darker stuff, right? She mightn't think it's dark, but it is. There is this form of a practice of occultism and esotericism that predates Christianity. And so therefore it predates Satanism, but it has very linked to Satanism because a lot of the so-called gods that were attracted, that were mentioned in it, like the gods of the Canaanites, etc., were in it. And this is basically the worship of demons, though that people dress them up as gods, right? I'm starting to think it's not Santeria, though I do think she's worked with some Santeria practitioners, but I think this is something else, you know? Let me have a look into what her energy is, what is going on. Let's just see. Okay, first off, King of Cups. Straight away, we're going into an energy of a male water sign who she doesn't think well of, and she wants to take down a peg of two. Interestingly enough, that could be two people. One is her obsession with the Prince of Wales. William is Cancerian. He's on the cusp, but he falls on the Cancerian side. Her father is also Cancerian, so it could be a look to him, but I think she's more or less, I don't know, with her father. I mean, that's complicated. It's they're in it together or there's something going on. And the King of Swords crossing over. Now, there's either a male who's helping her with all of this stuff, or she's just planning on coming for a air sign man next. So Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. You think it could be Trump. It could be President Trump. He's a Gemini. She might send something towards him. I mean, they have mentioned each other in passing before. Or it could be the person who's surrounding her with this. I think she could be. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, a disruption, a perversion of the spirit. Okay, we've got two. Let's take the two. She wants to move on from Harry, but she wants to make everything her own. And the Six of Wands in reverse, there's an embarrassment there. So we have the perversion of the spirit. We have a focus who is the King of Cups in reverse, William. So this is all about William. And I feel this Paris stunt is just the start of something else. Four of Cups, she's receptive to change. The Hierophant in reverse. The Six of Swords in reverse. There's more travel on the cards, guys. The Devil surrounding it. She is in deep. Paris. And the more travel, every time they go somewhere, it's for a purpose, an energetic purpose, as well as a grifting purpose, as well as all the worldly purposes and the optics. There is stuff about an energetic purpose. I feel like every time they visit somewhere, whether it be Colombia, Nigeria, wherever, it's always somewhere that's got like a red. If you look on the UK, for the US travel advisory, It's always somewhere that is, don't go here. Do not go here. So, for example, in Nigeria, Harry went to an area where there's a high kind of like Haram, who are like evil, and they do a lot of atrocities, which is disgusting. But he traveled to an area where they are, you know, against advice in Nigeria. And Colombia, the same. There is travelers advisories against there, and I forget where the other place they went. But I kind of remember there was some kind of travel advisories. Anyway, by the by, they are deliberately trying to create danger, trying to harvest danger. And this is another dark working. The Pope, the Hierophant in reverse. This is against all of the traditions of God, the traditions of the church, the traditions of the monarchy, the traditions that is so embedded in our society. It could also mean that there's a tourist memory they're trying to take. She's already trying it with Diana, but she dare come for Queen Elizabeth II. There's that spirit there. We've also seen Harry deliberately and purposefully make a big fuss about arriving at the at Queen Elizabeth's to lay flowers, Queen Elizabeth's grave to lay flowers last time he was in the UK. So there's an element of that as well. The Emperor in reverse. And what she wants, the Nine of Pentacles upright. She is doing this. Her outcome is she wants to look like the accomplished woman. She wants that Catherine energy. She wants that Diana energy, this well-established woman who has everything a mother loved and liked. But notice, this is by herself. She wants this energy where she is a standalone entity, you know? They are working with some dark stuff, guys. Real dark stuff. Real dark stuff. I cannot begin to tell you how much I think there is rubbish going on, if you will. I really do think that there's something more going on. She's trying to hard. She's trying to harvest stuff. She's trying to bring that energy in. She's just such an absolute ghoul at this point, you know. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on with Harry. Is he involved in the dark energy? We've got the Devil. We've got the Emperor. They're trying to do all of this stuff before the king passes, you know. They're trying to get established before William rips everything away. And they want to get at William. They really do. Let's have a look. Harry, where are you in this? Eight of Wands, likes the chaos, bring up the energy, raise the energy, create noise. Page of Cups is in reverse. He's really pressed. He has got this problem, right? Between his recollections may vary how many there are and all of that kind of stuff. But he's really pressed. He compares the treatment of his invisible children to how the Wales family is. And he is so jealous of his brother and his brother's family. So absolutely jealous. It's to the point where it's just bitter, unreal. It must be very claustrophobic. He can't walk away from it. And the reason he can't walk away from it is because he's obsessed by it. It's because he is absolutely obsessed by all of this stuff, guys. Absolutely, positively, completely obsessed with it. Sorry, I'll just shuffle in front of you. Sorry, let me keep shuffling. What's underneath? 10 of Wands, a burden lifted. He's expecting this energy work to be an answer to him. The Ace of Swords is mind games, mind tricks, gaslighting. And there's the Emperor in reverse as well. Yeah, he's trying to take something that isn't his. And he feels a betrayal around it. Okay. I feel really warm. Forcing something through. Okay. So he's in on it. This is the realms taking something that isn't his with no sacrifice, no willpower. Let's just see the type of energy they're doing. They want a burden lifted off them, okay? The burden is their unpopularity. Meghan is really all over this energy working. They want to cause strife, they want to cause issues. There's the Emperor in reverse again, guys. They really are trying to harvest some energy from the king. They are really concerned about the changes that are coming up. They are trying to do something. There's death. They're expecting a death coming up. And there's the Eight of Wands. They are thriving on this energy. And the High Priestess is in reverse there. There is a dark, like, I feel like Megsy's working with a male kind of energy, and he is working with a female kind of energy. Yeah, they could be working with each other, but I don't think, my vibe is Megsy wouldn't come out as the High Priestess. And the one into reverse judgment, into effect change. They're doing this energy work, and that is just going to, like, yeah, they're wanting to cause so much stuff. They are trying to do some energy work, and the Empress in reverse there. It's cruel, it's wicked, it's maladaptive, it's evil. I mean, all of these reverses, they are working with some darker energy. It's almost like a death energy here. So it's almost a little bit necromancery, if I dare say that. It's not good, guys. It's really not good. She's really not good. Both of them. We've had the Devil turn up. On Megsy's cards, we've had gaslighting, manipulation, control turn up on Harry's cards. And overall, we've had the High Priestess in reverse. So they are going into a darker energy worker. They really are. The Ace of Cups in reverse as well. That's really not good. Not good. So there is an element of playing with the dead and trying to capitalize on old gods. They're very concerned with the Emperor in reverse around the king's health. So I feel like they're trying to push something through before the king pops his clogs and Williamizes the monarchy. That's a lot going on there, guys. What a goat. Anyway, that's a little bit more of an esoteric reading. It's going to come back on them because there's the Empress in reverse. They are really trying to come for Diana's spirit. It's almost like they want to own it. I don't think that's going to happen, but at the end of the day, grifters are going to grift, aren't they? Even when they're trying to grift over this, like on a spiritual level, by taking someone else's energy and claiming it as their own, it's wild to me. So yeah, not good, guys, not good. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Sage yourself if you need to. Call in Archangel Michael if you need to clear some energy and just have a quick pray to him. or whatever faith or whatever thing you use, just, you know, have a minute. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love to all of you guys, and I'll see you soon for some more readings. Bye, everyone.